Greetings, my fellow robots. This is Jonas Xantar coming to you from an undisclosed location. This is going to be a housekeeping installment where I kind of go over the ground rules of what my intentions are with these YouTube uploads. Like I said, my name that I'm going by in this is Jonas Xantar. You can find me on Facebook. That's JONASZANTYR. That will be the name that I will die if I ever do die. Now, hopefully I'll quit smoking. I just got released from the psych hospital. I like to say psych ward, but I like to use old-fashioned terminologies, and I need to learn the difference between being honest and forthcoming. I am both. Honest is I'll tell the truth no matter what. Forthcoming is I'll tell you things that you really I shouldn't tell you just because you're not my best friend. I don't know you that well, but the reason being is I do have an ongoing family court matter regarding visitation of my children. I do have 4 children, one of which is about to be emancipated. I have another one that's already been emancipated, and 2 others who are of undisclosed ages, because I don't want to say much about them or have much of that interfere with their relationship with me. So I got to watch that. Otherwise I would tell you the whole spiel, which will happen once my youngest turns 18. Until then, I'll just have to give you, to the best of my ability, an edited version. Like I said, this is a housekeeping episode where I basically lay down some of the ground rules. First off, I'm going to do these things like I taught, with no notes, no outline. Really, I'm just going to have a concept and just ran on. I'm going to try to also keep them to about 10 minutes because that's how much time it took to do the last one. I think that's a good round number for someone sitting there watching a video. So, with that being said, I said I go by many names, and the reason why I do is I discovered a concept. A lot of this stuff, a lot of these ideas, like I said, came with the initial download, which happened when I was like 14, like I already mentioned in the last episode, when I, went seeking death and found it, at 14, and, they slowly, integrated into my life as time went on. There was a period when I was trying to propose a concept where I had people imagine that they had no soul, and it was more like the analogy of a radio. Where's the music coming from in the radio? Where the music is your soul, the radio is your body. Well, there is no music in the radio, is there? It's coming from a beacon, some frequency that's beaming out from somewhere. So with that being said, I kind of made the jump in logic that your personality was a particular frequency that you learned as a very young age, as a child, and you kind of honed into it and you became that. And because you became that, you locked yourself into certain characteristics and behaviors which, led to neurosis and stuff like that. And the way to cure that is actually to spin your dial, is what I was trying to tell people. Spin your frequency. And by doing that, and I came up with a nice catchy saying that I've tried to, explain to my psychologist, psychiatrist, therapist, and whatnot, that you can cure neurosis with controlled psychosis. Now, the difference between, actually, let me take a step back. Like I said, I just got released from the psych hospital. The reason why I did it this time is because, as usual, I don't have a doctor I go see, at a regular basis, and so when I need my meds or run out of meds or there's an emergency, I just run to the psych hospital and get my meds. And so that's what I did this time. And I had a particular doctor. He gave me exactly what I wanted, which I won't disclose right now because I got to learn again. Difference between honesty and forthcoming. But needless to say, I also want to disclose off the bat my diagnosis, which is on the books. It's bipolar type 1, rule out schizoaffective with attention deficit disorder. No, that's probably true. Ruling out, I thought, basically, that means it's ruled out, but they kind of keeping it in there just, for what the fuck. I'm not schizoaffective, schizophrenic, or schizoid, or whatever you want to label it. Those people have a true gift. I had to, take drugs and tough gas and stuff like that in order to get the visions to come to me. The reason why they put on there the schizoaffective is because I may have disclosed to a psychiatrist my belief in the simulation hypothesis and the fact that I just might be a prophet of such. Um, I should call it a theory because I believe it has enough validation to be considered a theory at this moment, enough scientific proof. Like I said, I'm not here to provide the scientific proof or the math or something like that. There's other people that are doing that, wonderful work, physicists. I'm here to kind of provide the soft sciences, the social sciences, the personal experience to which you're going to require. The problem is, and our culture only validates things based on the masculine, mathematical, definitive, you know, proof, scientific proof. And I think that's, first of all, it's sexist, and second of all, you're never going to achieve proof through just that means. You need the soft sciences, or aka the I guess feminine, or the other side, the heart, the emotion, the emotive awarenesses, intelligences, and so that's what I'm here to provide. Back to where the diagnosis. The reason why I don't believe I'm truly schizoaffective is the fact that I'm a skeptic of myself, first and foremost, and I've never met a schizophrenic who has said, and also I don't have a Jesus complex, I have a Jonas complex, and that's not my fault, that's my parents' fault for naming me that. I've never met a schizophrenic who doubted that they were the son of God or Jesus or some prophet or something like that. They have absolute convinced valid proof of it, and they are not going to be told otherwise. I, on the other hand, though, I'm about 99.9% certain about the simulation theory and my part to play in it. I'm more than willing to humor any argument. In fact, I welcome it, and I want such a debate because, hey, I don't want to do this. Remember, I did not want to do this. I did not want to do this. The other reason being is, they labeled me schizoaffective because, if I told them I believed in some guy who walked on water and changed water into wine and died on our cross and literally is going to resurrect the dead and stuff like that, that'd be all right. But because I believe in some weird concept, like we're all part of some mega supercomputer, then, kind of, I can't read the numbers. I have to use my glasses here. All right, so I got 2 minutes about left. So back to the housekeeping. I want I want you guys to be aware that I'm not going to necessarily disclose everything due to the fact that I do have minor children, who I desperately want them to be a part of my life, and so therefore, I need to kind of keep as much of this PG or whatever. Like, I've decided that I will do it as if I'm a teacher, and believe it or not, in the 4 years or so I taught, I never once dropped the F-bomb, and I have a pretty bad mouth. However, I also crossed the line, or not, I don't think I crossed the line, take that back. I'm not, just to put it out there, I have been accused of teaching bestiality in my history class, which technically I guess I did, and I'll get into that later, but nonetheless, the principal, did not have a problem with it because my rationale and my reasoning, what I did was justified, and the Christian conservative who pointed that out is one sick mother. So anyway, we're nearing the end of this said episode, and I'll continue next time with the theory I was getting at before I got sidetracked, dealing with curing one's neurosis with controlled psychosis, which is interesting. I'll probably do that right now. And goodbye, good robots.